Now that I'm officially done with finals and this fall semester, I can finally start vlogging again. I have not vlogged or anything since fall break, which was like 2 months ago, and then I ended up hating that video, so I never posted it. I also haven't read anything, and I am behind my reading goal. My reading goal is 35, and I have read 28 books, and today is December 10th. So this vlog is going to see if I can reach my reading goal by the end of the year. So that'll be fun. Right now I am reading, I don't even know the name. Right now I am reading Chasing Shelter by Catherine Cowles. It's the Sparrow Falls series. I have loved this series so far. It's good, like palate cleanser books, but it's also, they're like so entertaining. This is book 5. I am 12% of the way through. I don't have any feelings about it yet, but it is just a fun little book to get me back into reading since I haven't read in literally so long. But I took my last final this morning at 8 a.m. Didn't go as planned, but I'm okay with the grade. Anyway, I am in Auburn for 3 more days, and then I'm going home for a month. So we will see if I reach my reading goal or not. I know this is not the best little intro place. Also, I have been laying in bed since 9 o'clock when I got home from my exam because the past couple weeks have been so hectic. So I just took today as a little rest day, but I have work in an hour. So I'm gonna read a little bit more, and then I will go to work and I'll update y'all when I get back. Also, I started a book. It was Falling Like Leaves, I think is what it's called, during the fall time because it was like a fall read, and I think I made it like I think I made it 60% of the way through, and I also have it on audiobook. So work is 30 minutes away, so while I drive there, I think I'm going to listen to that one on audiobook and see if I can finish it and that be one of my books, because I unfortunately left the physical book at home, but I also think it's on Kindle Unlimited, so I could possibly read it whenever I get done with this one on Kindle. I'm not sure. Also, I am right in the middle of the Calloway Sisters series. I have read Addicted, Ricocheted, and Addicted, I don't know, the third one, like a year ago. And then I downloaded Kiss the Sky, Rose and Connor's book. I think that's his name. And I never read it. So I also think that's on my TBR. And the rest of Throne of Glass, I know I'm not going to get that done this month, but I read Assassin's Blade. This is in a couple vlogs ago. I was reading Assassin's Blade. That was months ago. And so I'm going to have to watch like a recap video or something. I don't know. On Assassin's Blade to see what happened, because I literally don't remember. And then I'm going to read, hopefully I'm going to bring Throne of Glass and Queen of Shadows. I think that's the third book, or the second one, however you read it, home with me in a couple days. But anyway, that's just a little update. It's a cute little reading vlog. We're gonna hopefully get a lot of stuff done. But anyway, I'm gonna read a little bit more and then go to babysitting, and I'll update y'all the next time I read with a little update. I don't really know what this book is about, but it's about Trace and Ellie. Trace and Ellie. And it's like a small town romance, but there's always like a background story about, it's either about the girl or the guy, and it's like some kind of dangerous situation where like someone's after them. I don't even know. And then the guy or the girl always has like difficult issues going on in their life, and you see them connecting with each other and healing those parts of each other while also like on the run. Even though they like are set in a small town in the middle of nowhere, they're like still on the run. But anyway, that's all I know about it for right now. So okay, thanks, bye. I low-key have the flu. I'm on the mend. I think I'm getting better. Hey y'all, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday, and the last time I updated y'all was yesterday afternoon, and I low-key just woke up. Not like just woke up, but I woke up or I got out of bed like an hour ago. And I just took a shower and tried to put some effort into my appearance this morning, but not really because I don't have to leave the house, so not really looking the best. But I go home for Christmas winter holidays tomorrow, and my room is atrocious. So I'm going to put on an audiobook and try and clean this up. So I just filmed this whole thing about me folding my bed and just piddling around my room, folding my towels and everything, putting them away, and then I started talking to y'all about my audiobook. And guess what I did? I filmed it on portrait, or it's like up and down instead of sideways, because I film on my phone because I don't have a camera. But yeah, I need to film it this way, not this way. So I just filmed all that for no reason, but I'm not gonna redo it. But the audiobook I'm listening to is Falling Like Leaves. It says I'm 2 hours and 14 minutes in. I'm listening on my iPad so I can film on my phone, but I'm 75% of the way through. And this book is about this girl that her parents got divorced and her mom made her move back to their small town. And they're from New York. I don't know. I literally just said that. Anyway, but she did not want to go, but she used to go every summer or every fall, I think. And she had like a connection with this boy, but then they stopped going and they kind of had a falling out, her and the boy. And so now that they're back and they're older, they're seniors in high school, they're kind of like navigating through friendships and like moving back and like making new friends while also finding yourself, and then also like making connections with this guy again, maybe. Anyway, I don't know how to talk about books without spoiling them, so I'm gonna stop there because I feel like if I keep going I'm going to spoil it. But this is a fall book. It's very fall-y. I don't know if you can see that, but I started reading it I think October, and I haven't finished it yet, so I'm like really not in the mood for it, but I really need to finish it so I can mark it off on my Goodreads, because I still have like 10 books to read before I get my reading goal. So I'm going to finish this. It's 2 hours and 14 minutes, and I listened to it on like 2.4 speed, so I feel like it won't be that much. Plus I do think it's going to take me 2 hours to pack, so we'll see. So I got back in bed. Was this a mistake? Probably. Am I probably going to be here for the rest of the day? Yes, but I don't have anything to do today, so I am okay with that. But I left one half of my bed made, and I just like am in this tiny sliver. But I am about to read some more of Chasing Shelter, and hopefully I can get to at least 50%. I think I got to 23% this morning. Also, my self-tan makes me look almost dirty in this lighting. I don't know if I love that, but oh, okay. I'm 21% of the way through Chasing Shelter. I'm going to try and get to 50%. the next day and I finished the audiobook I was listening to, and I rated it 3 stars, which, like, thinking back, I kind of want to rate it like 2 stars. I think I am just not a YA romance reader anymore. I'm 19, so like, I'm really not old at all, but I just feel like some of these YA books are so immature and they're so cringy. I know it's bad to say, but like, I don't know. This book, the Falling Like Leaves book, I don't have the physical book with me. It's in my hometown, but I just like, I don't know. It was kind of cringy. But I also am reading a romance book on my Kindle right now, Chasing Shelter, and I love this series. This is the 5th book in this series by Catherine Cowles, and I have loved it so much. Like, they're not like hard reads, and they're like emotional, but they're not like life-changing reads at all. But I just, like, I don't know, this one, the guy in here is just saying some real cringe things that I can't get over, and this girl is acting really childish, and I don't know. I think I got to 70% of the way through last night. Let me know my Kindle, but I don't have a lot of time to read today, but I just wanted to let y'all know my thoughts on the Falling Like Leaves books, or the Falling Like Leaves book. On my Kindle Chasing Shelter, I'm 75% of the way through, and while it's addicting, there's some things that I've just had to ignore because it's just, okay, I would never say this in real life. I would never act like that in real life. And I know that's not what books are, but like, that was a stretch. Like, this book, I don't know, it's like really cringy. There's one more book in the series, and I'm just hoping and praying that it redeems itself, like this whole series. But anyway, I rated Falling Like Leaves 3 stars, but I might change it to 2 stars on my Goodreads because I just, like, I don't know, I keep thinking about it. I'm like, I really didn't like that. Like, I don't know, the romance was just so back and forth, and the girl was just like so mature and she couldn't communicate, and I don't know, I just like wasn't feeling it. But I don't know, I'll see what I end up doing. I'll update y'all whenever I finish Chasing Shelter and whenever I start a new book. But I don't really know how long this reading vlog is gonna be. It's probably gonna be like 4 books. But when I don't have anything to do, like last Christmas break, I think I read literally 10 books because I like was just literally at my home while everybody else was at work because I'm the only one that moved away. So I was literally like just home doing nothing, and so I would read. But I don't think I'm gonna read 10 books this time because our break last year was 4 weeks, and this break it's only 3 weeks. I don't really know why it changed, but I don't know. Anyway, I have errands to run, and I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, I think you can see me. I don't really know. It's probably not the best lighting, but I am on my way home. I actually got off work 2 hours early, so while it's still late and dark for me to drive, it's not as late as I thought, so that's good. But it's normally a 3-hour drive home, and now it's 5 hours. I wanted a holiday book, like a little Christmassy book, but I know I'm not gonna read one because they often put me in a slump, and I just think they're boring sometimes. Anyway, so I'm listening to the Christmas letters on Spotify. I think it said it was like 5 hours long, which is perfect for the drive because I'll finish right when I get home. But it's cute. It's kind of like the movie You've Got Mail. It's basically that, but it's just like a short little Christmas book, and the girl, I don't even know, but she finds a letter from Max, which is the guy from years ago that he wrote to Santa, and then like 10 years ago, and she was like, okay, I guess I'll write him back or whatever. So she writes him back, and then they start writing each other, and they've met in person, but they don't know that they're writing each other. So it's really cute, especially on audiobook. I think I get bored of it if I read it. So I think I'm gonna listen to my next audiobook. I think is either Project Hail Mary or Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, if I end up getting done with this one before I get home, which is like quite a possibility because it says I have 2 hours left and I listen to them on 2.5 speed, which is kind of psychotic, I know, but that's my audiobook for right now. My reading update. I don't really know what else to talk about. I read a little bit more of Chasing Shelter. I think I said the last time I was on here, I was like 75% of the way through. I ended up getting to like 77% because I was dealing with some Auburn stuff, but anyway, before I left, so that's my reading update for now. I'm probably not going to talk to y'all until tomorrow. I don't really know what my plan tomorrow is. I'm thankfully out of traffic. Sorry about the glare. I'm trying to get rid of it. But I finished that Christmas audiobook. It was so cute. I give it probably like 3 stars, I feel like. It was cute. And the audiobook probably made it better because I got it done so fast. And it was really cute. It was like a novella, I guess. It's not their fault, I'm pretty sure. So it didn't take me long to finish, but it was really cute. And I do recommend. I'm pretty sure it's called The Christmas Letters. I don't really know. But it was cute. I was going to listen to another audiobook, but I think, oh my gosh, this road is so rough. I think I need some, like, music. I don't know. So today I've literally done nothing. I went and got my nails done with my mom. And then I literally came back home and have just been laying in bed all day. I guess this is what his Christmas break is for. But I started to kiss the sky. And I don't know, I feel like I'm in a reading slump. I like, really don't want to do anything. Just in a life slump, actually. But I finished Chasing Shelter by Catherine Cowles this morning. And I rated it 3 stars. It was good, but some parts I was like, okay, this is really cringy. And it kind of felt like a repetition of all of her other books. I was like, all these books seem so similar. Like, in that series. Like, all the girls are the same. All the guys are the same. The story's the same. So I was like, okay, we have to move on. So I'm not going to read the 6th book right now because I feel like that might be a little too much of that. But I'm like also not feeling a romance book. Like, I've literally been playing on my iPad and watching TikToks all day instead of reading. So I don't know. But I have 4 more books to read to reach my reading goal. On the book right now that I'm reading, except I love Rose and Connor way more than I liked Lily and Lowe. So, and I'm only 26% of the way through. Lily just kind of reminds me of a baby, and I just like can't stand it sometimes. And Rose and Connor just, I love Connor with Rose. I love Rose with Connor. They're just so good. Also, I started listening to Throne of Glass. I'm like chapter 3. I don't know. I have the book, So I'm gonna read it and listen to it, but for right now I'm trying to finish Kiss the Sky. But anyway, I'm loving it so far. Both Throne of Glass and Kiss the Sky. Okay, so I actually haven't talked in so long. It's the 27th, so a couple days after Christmas, but this holiday season has been so incredibly busy that I just have not really read anything or filmed much. But I'm still reading Throne of Glass. I think it was 86% of the way through. On Goodreads, I'm on page 350. Yeah, 350, chapter 48. And it's good. I want to be as obsessed as everyone else, and I just don't think I am, unfortunately. And I think maybe it's just because I'm so busy that I haven't really had time to, immerse myself in the book. But I'm liking, I think, Dorian. I don't want to say anything because this is literally the first book in the series, and I don't want to get hated on for what I say. But I like Dorian. Yeah, I don't want to say any spoilers just in case people don't want to read Assassin's Blade first like I did. So I'm probably gonna finish this book and then sign off on this reading vlog. This will be the last book I read for this vlog. But it is the 27th, and I have 4 days to finish 3 books. Is it possible? Yeah. Am I going to? Probably not. I think I'll be able to finish this one. I think I could possibly finish another one. But I'll have one left. I might just find a short novella, I don't know. But anyway, that's my update for now. So far, I like it enough to keep reading. But I don't love yet. I think it's entertaining for the moment, but I only get to read it in 30-minute increments every day, and so I'm not binging it I feel like I should. I don't know. I feel like I'm not giving it the attention it deserves, which is so sad. I'm sitting here editing and I realized that I never updated y'all on Kiss the Sky, but I finished it and rated it 3 stars on Goodreads, but I would have rated it 3.5 if Goodreads had half stars. But I did love it. I loved Rose and Connor, but I'm just I'm not into books that are inappropriate and that's all it's about, And I love a good connection, and Rose and Connor did have that connection, but I also felt that I was reading some not great things the whole book. But the back end of the book, I was just okay, skipping. I don't want to read this. I don't know what I can say on YouTube and not get monetized or in trouble. I don't know. So I'm hoping y'all are catching my drift. But I don't know. I love Rose and Connor. I love their emotional connection with each other, and I love how they understand each other so well. But at the end, I was okay, I didn't know this was I didn't know they were like this. And I loved seeing Rose's development. Rose might be my favorite, actually. She might be my favorite unless Daisy really pulls through. But I'm trying to finish Throne of Glass. I still have not finished it. So I'm going to read before I go and do the things I need to do today. I finished Throne of Glass, finally. I think it literally took me a million years to finish Throne of Glass. But this vlog was to attempt to finish my reading goal of 35 books for the year. And I think I had 8 or 9 books at the beginning of this vlog to finish. And I did not succeed. And while, yes, today is the 29th and we still have 2 days to read, I just do not think I can finish my TBR or my reading goal for the year. I have 2 books left, 2 books left. And I could finish one, but I really just don't want to pressure myself into finishing 2 books at the end of my winter break. Like, I just don't want to be stressed about it. So we're just gonna end the vlog here because it's been going on for like a month or like at least 3 weeks, and I'm just kind of tired of filming this vlog. I want to move on with a different vlog, even though I love reading, but I think I've read enough books. So I think the first book I started off with was Falling Like Leaves, and I think I rated it 3 stars. I'm pretty sure. And then I read Chasing Shelter, and I think I rated it also 3 stars. And then I did an audiobook of The Christmas Letters or something like that on my drive home from school. And I think I rated it 2.5 or 3 stars. I don't know. It was cute. It was a holiday book. It lasted me 5 hours. It was cute. It got me in the mood for Christmas. Then I read Kiss the Sky. Oh, I love Kiss the Sky. Okay, my favorite book in the series so far of the Calloway sisters. Definitely my favorite. I love Rose and Connor. I love Rose. And I had some bad thoughts about it earlier on when I updated y'all, but like now I'm like, okay, wait. I really liked that book. And I started Hot House Flower, but that book is not in this vlog because I read it like 20% and then I just never read it again. So I'll probably read that now, actually, when I go to bed. Or like whenever this vlog is over. But I loved Rose and Connor. I think I rated it 3.5 stars. Or like 3 stars on Goodreads, but 3.5 for the vlog because you can't do half stars on Goodreads. But I think I might change it to 4 stars because I actually love that book so much. And I just like constantly think about how strong Rose is. And I want to be like Rose. Not like actually want to be like Rose, but how independent and strong she is as a person. Like, I just want to be like her. So anyway, I loved that book. And then Throne of Glass came into play. And I read Assassin's Blade first, as you probably know. But I loved Assassin's Blade. I didn't love it, but like I didn't hate it. It kept me entertained. I like understood the hype. And then I was excited but nervous to go to Throne of Glass because I knew once I started Throne of Glass I had to finish the series. And this fell so flat for me. Like, actually fell so flat. I loved the ending. I was hooked the last 50 pages. But this book is thick. And the last 50 pages is that much of the book. And maybe it's because I audiobooked it and read it. So I wasn't like immersed in the book the whole time. But maybe that's why, because sometimes I can like understand when I read a book and then when I listen to a book I have different feelings on them. Because I did that with Iron Flame and Fourth Wing. I was rereading them before Onyx Storm came out, and I read them all the way through the first time and then I audiobooked it the second time and I felt completely different. So I think it's just like how I view audiobooks and like how connected I get to the characters in audiobooks. So maybe that's why. But I will finish the series. I know that for sure. Who knows how long it's going to take me because it's huge. And I am in school, so I'm not really sure. But I have, Queen of Shadows, I think. All my books are over here. That's why I'm looking over here. But the third the third book in the Throne of Glass series for me is Queen of Shadows, but it's technically the second one. So I might start it tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna see how far, or like what I'm in the mood for tomorrow, how far I'm into this other book that I'm reading. Who knows? Anyway, that doesn't matter. It's not in this book. But I gave it 3 stars on Goodreads, and I really wish I loved it more, because by the end I loved it a lot. And I really liked Selena, however you say her name, I don't really know. I just like really like her as a person, and I wish I liked it more, but I just like couldn't get into the world. I don't know, it was different from Assassin's Blade, and I don't know, I just couldn't understand it well. Maybe it's probably because I read it on audiobook first, or like that's how I started the book, and then I finished the book reading it, so that's probably for sure definitely why. But anyway, I read 32 books out of 35 books, and I read 5 books in the span of 3 weeks, which is really well, because normally I barely read a book a month, and then I read all of my books on breaks I have for school. So I feel like that's pretty good. This is a fun reading vlog, and I think I said I was going to do a 24-hour readathon, but I ran out of time. It will be in a vlog next year. So thanks for watching. I really enjoy talking about books with y'all. This is like one of my favorite vlogs I've done. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.